We got some unfortunate news that came out today on social media about Mercedes and Sarath, so let's just talk about it. So TMZ reported today that Mercedes and Sarath were filing for divorce after 8 years. Now, yesterday I found this out through WrestleFeed, and I didn't really think much of it because, they didn't really have a full source, so I didn't really think much of it. So I just went on TikTok and threw a little video together talking about it, and then, just making a little, light out of the situation and be like, oh, my bad, it's my fault. I should never took the picture with her. I didn't mean to be a homewrecker. And I was just messing around with the whole thing, But then I did seriously say, in all seriousness, it does suck to see them get divorced. I have people that I know that have been divorced and they're really close to me, and that shit's serious. I do wish the best for both of them. Maybe they work it out. I hate to see people get divorced. And obviously, as soon as I posted on TikTok, you have all the people slandering Mercedes, and I'm like, bro, y'all need to relax and be human. Stop blaming everything on her. Maybe it was a mutual thing. We don't know. And people wouldn't stop being negative because they're haters. But then this came out.
Yeah, we get I don't know, there's something else too, with even your relationship.
Yeah.
Right? You want to speak to that a little bit? Because eventually it's going to come out. You might as well.
That's pretty much why I wanted to do this pilot too, because tomorrow, finally, after a long, long time, I'll be finally signing my divorce papers.
Okay.
And I'm excited.
Yeah.
Happy. And for me, I'm just ready to be free. I'm ready to be free of not being afraid. And for so long, I've kept this secret because of how fast life has been going, and so much that has been happening in wrestling and everything. And I just didn't want the outside world to judge or say anything, especially during the time when all of this was happening.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm getting a divorce, and Sarath, my ex-husband now, we have such a great relationship, and he's such an amazing, incredible guy that I'm so thankful for. He's another person that changed and saved my life. But I'm excited to be free and to say that I'm finally getting a divorce. I felt like when we were in New York, we had interviewers ask about him, and I was like, Kevin, I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to get through it. And you're like, you did great. But I'm like, I can't keep hiding and talking about, yeah, Sarath still does McGear. And no, we've moved on. We've been separated for a long time. We got separated at the end of December of 2020. He finally moved out in January of 2021. I was shooting The Mandalorian, plus trying everything in my power to be the main events of WrestleMania. So of course I don't want all of this stuff to get out, because you don't know what Vince is gonna do, you don't know what he's gonna change, because Vince was very, I was in a storyline with Bianca, Carmella, and Carmella's, who does the wine? What is it called when a guy shows you the wine?
Sommelier.
A sommelier.
Yeah.
And Vince was so obsessed with me and the sommelier that I'm like, oh my God, he wanted us to be together and all this stuff. So me and Sarath just decided we're gonna keep this, a secret. And then a year goes by, and then, I still don't want to say anything. And then here comes the walkout, all this stuff happens. And then we were trying to get to divorce, and then our divorce lawyer just took so long, and now we're finally here. But my heart already just feels so much better being like, I'm free.
It's so sad to see my favorite female wrestler have to go through a divorce, especially with a cool dude that it seemed to be with Sarath. You know, they've been together since 2016. And listen, it seems like it was a mutual thing. It wasn't her fault. It wasn't his fault. They just couldn't work it out. And that seems to be okay. You know what I mean? People grow apart. It's very unfortunate because it does suck to see. Even when you see the video, you see how much it hurts for her to be like, we're filing for these papers, but I'm so happy that I get to be free. Her and Sarath are obviously trying to stay friends, which is always good to see. But I know it is a struggle, you know, after being together for so long and filing papers. I know it's going to be extremely hard for both of them. And I really wasn't going to make this video because, like I said, it's none of our business. It truly isn't. But I did want to come on here and talk about it because it is a very sad time, especially at the point that it is right now, since AEW All In is so important. And for the news to break now, I was like, you know, this is kind of a tough situation. It's so sad seeing everybody getting divorced. It seems to be this big trend now. I hate to say it, but it's true. Everywhere left and right, you see people getting divorced. I have a family member that recently got divorced, and I know it's a very painful thing to do, especially knowing that you guys got to get together and file paperwork to break up. I know that shit is gonna hurt. But I am glad that they were finally able to get this report out after, you know, being separated since 2020 and wanting to get this done. They've been holding this from media for so long, and I'm glad they're finally able to let it play out, let it breathe, and they can both go their separate ways in a positive way. I truly believe they're still gonna be good friends because he seems like a chill dude. So I feel like that's definitely gonna work out for them. As long as they keep in touch and they're still cool, I feel like this is a perfect way to just end the marriage if it's not working in that way. Paperwork doesn't mean they can't be friends anymore, so I think it's gonna be totally fine. It is sad to see another divorce happen, but I am glad that they finally got it over with so they can both just live freely and not have to worry about anything anymore. And for everybody that's gonna slander Mercedes, you guys need to stop. Be human. These are actual human beings that are going through real life problems. Think about it like you were in their shoes. Like, would you be happy that people are slandering you online because they believe that it was all you that was the problem and nothing else? It's all your fault. You gotta just stop being so toxic. This is why I can't stand the wrestling community. You guys need to chill out. And for the thirsty people online, do not slide into Mercedes DMs. This is not the time. I know how you guys get. They did the same thing for CJ Perry and Liv Morgan when they found out that they were single. So yeah, I need to chill with that as well. You know, I made my little jokes about it, but seriously, this is really sad to see. And I don't really like making videos like this because it's sad and, you know, it's none of my business. So this is probably gonna be the last time I ever talk about something like this. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. Once again, this has been NezReacts, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys.